This is a crisis, the monarchy should go, they can't handle anything.
Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie are now at the center of shocking claims that their father, ex-Prince Andrew, threatened them into silence during a growing royal controversy. Whispers of pressure, loyalty, and fear are spreading fast inside royal circles. What really happened behind palace doors? Why are they speaking now? Join us as we uncover the hidden truth today. A royal family under pressure as scandal brings deep personal strain. The image that quickly spread across headlines shows a deeply shaken Andrew Mountbatten Windsor sitting quietly in the back seat of a car after spending 11 long hours in police custody. His posture appeared heavy and exhausted, reflecting the seriousness of the situation surrounding him. The former prince had been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office on a Thursday, a day that also marked his 66th birthday. After questioning, he was released, but investigations into the matter are still ongoing, leaving uncertainty hanging over both his personal life and the wider royal family. As attention focused on the arrest, another noticeable absence added to the emotional weight of the moment. Sarah Ferguson, his former wife and the mother of his daughters, was nowhere to be seen during the early days of the scandal. Reports revealed that she had spent the month of January receiving treatment at the Paracelsus Recovery Clinic, a luxury medical facility located in Zurich, Switzerland, where care can cost £13,000 per day. After leaving the clinic, she was said to have returned to the United Kingdom, choosing to remain out of public view while staying with friends. Those close to her described her as emotionally overwhelmed and struggling deeply as events unfolded around her family. While public attention remained fixed on Andrew's legal troubles, the emotional burden fell heavily on his daughters, Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice. The sisters were left trying to manage the consequences of a situation that had followed them for many years. Royal commentators and individuals familiar with the family explained that the arrest brought an intense personal toll, forcing the sisters into a difficult position both privately and publicly. According to reports, the two sisters held urgent discussions over the weekend, attempting to understand how to move forward during what many described as an impossible situation. The crisis required them to balance loyalty to their family with the reality of growing public scrutiny. Andrew's arrest marked an unprecedented moment, as he became the first royal in modern history to face such action from law enforcement authorities. This dramatic development followed months of close examination regarding his association with Jeffrey Epstein, whose connections to powerful figures had already caused widespread controversy. The impact of the scandal extended beyond personal emotions and into practical concerns about the sisters' futures. Although Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie retained their royal titles after King Charles III removed their parents' official honors, observers expressed concern that their professional lives and financial stability might still suffer. The reputation of the monarchy itself faced renewed pressure, and any controversy linked to the family carried consequences for those connected to it. Adding to the strain were renewed discussions surrounding their mother's past connection to Epstein. While not comparable to the serious allegations directed at Andrew, newly released emails reportedly included matters ranging from urgent financial requests to a marriage proposal. These revelations intensified public attention and reportedly left the sisters feeling deeply embarrassed and distressed as old associations resurfaced in the media. Until recently, both daughters had shown strong loyalty to their parents despite years of public controversy. Even as allegations of sexual abuse were made against their father, claims he strongly denies, the sisters continued to support him publicly. Their commitment reflected a desire to maintain family unity during difficult times. However, circumstances appeared to shift in the weeks leading up to Andrew's arrest. Sources close to the situation indicated that Princess Eugenie had chosen to completely distance herself from her father. The reported decision marked a significant emotional turning point, suggesting that the pressure of ongoing events had become too overwhelming to manage while maintaining contact. Observers compared the separation to a high-profile family estrangement involving Brooklyn Beckham, emphasizing the seriousness of the break in communication. Princess Beatrice, however, appeared to take a different approach. She was seen attempting to preserve some form of relationship with her father. Not long before the arrest, she had been photographed horse riding alongside him and her young daughter, Sienna Mapelli Mozzi. This moment suggested an effort to maintain family bonds. Despite mounting public pressure, Beatrice also included both parents in important family occasions, recently inviting them to attend her youngest child's christening, showing her desire to keep connections intact even during turbulent times. As the investigation continues, the situation remains uncertain for everyone involved. The arrest has not only placed Andrew at the center of legal scrutiny, but has also reshaped the emotional landscape of his family. Each member now faces personal decisions about loyalty, distance, and responsibility while navigating intense public attention. A difficult moment for Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie as family crisis unfolds. Royal expert Ingrid Seward has suggested that both Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie were likely deeply shaken by their father's arrest last week. According to her assessment shared with the Daily Mail, the situation would have come as a sudden and painful shock to the sisters, leaving them emotionally unsettled and facing intense personal embarrassment. The unexpected nature of the event, combined with the public attention surrounding it, has placed them in an extremely distressing position. Reports indicate that no member of the royal family had prior knowledge of police plans to arrest Prince Andrew at his temporary residence in Sandringham. The lack of warning meant that the situation unfolded rapidly, leaving little time for preparation or emotional adjustment. For his daughters, the incident has created not only public scrutiny but also private confusion, forcing them to confront circumstances they may never have imagined facing. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie were raised in an environment defined by privilege and comfort. Throughout their childhood, they experienced numerous luxury holidays and enjoyed the advantages that came with royal status before eventually building independent lives of their own. Seward believes that the current crisis may now push both women to reconsider aspects of their upbringing, particularly the financial support and lifestyle provided by their parents. She explained that moments like this often lead individuals to question past assumptions. Experiences once viewed as joyful, memories may now carry uncertainty, especially regarding the origins of financial resources and opportunities they received while growing up. According to Seward's perspective, doubts may begin to surface about things they previously accepted without hesitation, creating an emotional struggle that extends far beyond public headlines. An acquaintance familiar with both sisters revealed that they have remained in contact with their parents despite the ongoing controversy. However, relationships within the family are described as strained. The princesses are said to feel torn between loyalty to their father and mother and their personal distress over the scandal connected to Jeffrey Epstein. At the same time, they are highly aware of how their actions may be viewed publicly. Because of this sensitivity, they cannot appear alongside their parents in public settings without risking criticism or misunderstanding. Seward believes the emotional impact on the sisters includes not only sadness, but also anger and disappointment. She suggests they may be questioning how decisions made by both of their parents led to such serious consequences. These feelings reflect the complicated reality of balancing personal love for family members with the shock of seeing those same relatives involved in damaging controversies. While managing the situation privately, the sisters are believed to be responding in different ways. Despite their contrasting approaches, they have reportedly agreed to remain united and present a sense of solidarity to the outside world. Maintaining this shared front appears important to them as they navigate one of the most challenging periods of their lives. Sources indicate that Princess Eugenie has chosen a quieter strategy, preferring silence and distance from public discussion. Princess Beatrice, however, is described as experiencing stronger inner conflict. Although she does not consider her father entirely innocent, she is reportedly concerned about his mental well-being during this difficult time. Observers believe she recognizes emotional struggles that he himself may not openly acknowledge. In late January, shortly before the Epstein files became public, Princess Beatrice made the decision to be seen visiting her father at Royal Lodge alongside her eldest daughter, Sienna, who is 4 years old. The appearance suggested continued personal contact, despite the growing controversy. Moving forward, it is expected that she will maintain some level of communication with him, though such interactions will likely remain private and away from public attention. Princess Eugenie, often viewed as more direct in expressing her opinions, is believed to have communicated her feelings to her father more openly. She has not been photographed with him publicly for a significant period, reflecting a more cautious and deliberate distance as the situation develops. Both sisters are also understood to be deeply upset by the inclusion of their names within the Epstein files. Among the references mentioned is a Christmas card that reportedly featured photographs of the princesses and was said to have been sent by Prince Andrew. Additional correspondence connected to Sarah Ferguson indicates that the sisters traveled with their mother to meet Epstein only days after his release from prison in 2009 following convictions related to child sex offenses, a royal family under pressure. Jenny Bond, a former royal correspondent for the BBC, publicly expressed deep concern about Sarah Ferguson's parenting decisions during a period that later attracted intense public attention. She explained that she normally avoided criticizing another woman's parenting, yet she found it difficult to understand why a mother would take her daughters, who were 20 and 19 years old at the time, to Miami for a lunch meeting with Jeffrey Epstein. The visit took place only 5 days after Epstein had been released from prison following his conviction. Although Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie were legally adults during that meeting, Bond suggested that the situation still raised serious questions. She believed it was possible the young women were unaware of Epstein's criminal conviction at the time. In her view, if they had known about his past, they might have questioned their mother's decision to arrange or attend such a meeting. Her comments reflected a wider public discomfort about the judgment shown during that period and highlighted how parental choices continued to attract scrutiny even when children had reached adulthood. Further controversy emerged from an email exchange dated March 2010. In the message, Epstein appeared to ask about a possible trip to New York by simply writing a short inquiry about whether plans were being made. Sarah Ferguson responded by saying she was uncertain about traveling and mentioned that she was waiting for Eugenie to return from a weekend away. The message was sent around the time of Princess Eugenie's 20th birthday, which she celebrated with her boyfriend at the time, Jack Brooksbank, who later became her husband. Bond also questioned the appropriateness of the tone used in that email. She expressed discomfort that a mother would make even a joking reference to her daughter's romantic life while communicating with a man who had previously been convicted of abusing children. Her reaction reflected concerns shared by many observers who felt that the correspondence showed poor judgment given the circumstances already surrounding Epstein. Beyond emotional stress and public criticism, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie have also faced practical and financial consequences connected to the wider scandal involving their father, Prince Andrew. Being linked to a global controversy has created challenges not only for their personal reputations, but also for the professional lives of their families. Public perception can strongly influence business relationships, partnerships, and investment opportunities, and the situation has placed added pressure on both sisters and their husbands. Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, Princess Beatrice's husband, is a property developer and the founder and chief executive officer of Banda Property, a respected design and development company known for high-end projects. Jack Brooksbank, Princess Eugenie's husband, works for Mike Meldman's Discovery Land Company, a business focused on creating luxury residential communities around the world. Both men operate in industries where reputation and trust are essential, meaning that public controversy connected to the royal family can have direct professional consequences. Reports have suggested that Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi has already experienced setbacks in several business ventures. Among these was a proposed redevelopment project connected to Royal Lodge, which was said to have been affected by the damage to Prince Andrew's public standing. These developments demonstrate how the impact of scandal can extend far beyond the individuals directly involved, influencing careers and opportunities across family networks. Although Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie have retained their Her Royal Highness titles, it is widely expected that they will adopt a far more private and low-profile lifestyle in the future. Maintaining distance from public controversy appears to be an important step in protecting both their personal lives and their professional responsibilities. A quieter public presence may help reduce attention while allowing them to continue their work outside the intense spotlight traditionally associated with senior members of the royal family. Their charitable roles have become another area of concern. Princess Beatrice works with 4 youth organizations, dedicating time to initiatives that support young people. Princess Eugenie co-founded the Anti-Slavery Collective, an organization focused on raising awareness and supporting victims of sex trafficking. Because of their father's situation, some critics have called for the sisters to step back from these positions, arguing that the controversy could overshadow the causes they support. Others have gone further, suggesting that the sisters should voluntarily give up their HRH titles and withdraw from public royal life entirely. Despite these pressures, the sisters are understood to maintain a strong and supportive relationship with King Charles. He is believed to be offering private encouragement as they adjust to significant changes in their public roles and personal circumstances. This support appears to play an important role as they navigate a period marked by uncertainty and public judgment. Royal author Andrew Lowney has suggested that Prince Andrew's reported decision to leave Royal Lodge may have been influenced by a desire to protect his daughters. According to this view, stepping aside could help preserve their royal status and allow them to continue benefiting from the privileges connected to their positions, while reducing ongoing scrutiny directed toward them. A painful Christmas decision. Reports have suggested that Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice may have deeply hurt their parents, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, after making an important personal decision during the Christmas period. According to royal commentary, the situation has been described as emotionally difficult for the former Duke of York, with one royal expert calling the moment a bitter blow for him. Royal expert Jenny Bond shared her thoughts while speaking to the Mirror, offering her interpretation of the events and what they might mean for the York family. She explained that only the individuals directly involved truly understand what is happening behind closed doors. However, she pointed out that certain public actions appear meaningful when viewed carefully. Bond noted that both Eugenie and Beatrice chose to spend Christmas with the wider royal family at Sandringham House, instead of remaining with their parents during what has been described as a period of isolation for Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. In her view, this choice carried strong symbolic meaning. She suggested that their decision showed the world where their loyalties currently stand, especially during a time when family unity might have been expected. According to the expert's interpretation, this situation may have been painful for Andrew and Sarah. For many years, the York family was known for remaining united despite public challenges and intense media attention. Bond emphasized that through difficult moments, including negative headlines, serious allegations, and embarrassing public revelations, the family had continued to stand together. Their closeness had long been seen as one of their defining characteristics. Andrew and Sarah were often described as unusually close, despite their divorce, maintaining a strong friendship that set them apart from many former couples. Their relationship was frequently portrayed as supportive and stable, built on mutual understanding and shared responsibility for their daughters. Throughout these years, Eugenie and Beatrice were viewed as strongly loyal to both parents, often appearing united as a family despite outside pressures. Because of this history, Bond suggested that the current situation feels especially significant. She explained that the apparent shift in family dynamics gives the impression that things may no longer be the same as they once were. What had once seemed like an unbreakable bond now appears to be changing, at least from an outside perspective. Reports have also suggested that Andrew and Sarah, sometimes described as the happiest divorced couple, may now be moving in different directions emotionally and personally. Alongside this, it has been claimed that at least one of their daughters is reconsidering how closely she can maintain a relationship with her father following the controversies that have surrounded him. This possible reassessment of family ties adds another emotional layer to an already sensitive situation. Bond explained that for Andrew, any form of distance or estrangement from either Eugenie or Beatrice would likely be extremely painful. She stated that after everything that has happened in recent years, his immediate family had remained one of the few constants in his life. Their support appeared to provide stability during difficult periods, making any change in that relationship particularly hard to face. The expert further suggested that Andrew now seems more isolated than before. Public challenges and personal setbacks have already affected his position and reputation, and a weakening of family closeness could deepen that sense of loneliness. Family disagreements, she noted, are often complicated and emotionally heavy, especially when they unfold under public attention. At the same time, Bond acknowledged that family conflicts are rarely simple or permanent. Relationships can evolve, emotions can settle, and time sometimes allows wounds to heal. Even when distance appears to grow between relatives, reconciliation remains possible in the future. For now, however, the situation appears to show Eugenie focusing on creating her own path and maintaining personal boundaries. Bond suggested that she seems determined to live her life independently, while keeping some distance from her father. This choice, whether temporary or long-term, represents a noticeable change from the strong family unity that had previously defined the York household. The reported events surrounding Christmas therefore highlight a moment of transition within the family. A holiday traditionally associated with togetherness instead became a symbol of shifting relationships and evolving priorities. While the full reality remains known only to those directly involved, public observers continue to interpret the decision as an emotional turning point. A monarchy under pressure. Over the past few years, the public reputation of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has faced severe damage, leading to repeated efforts to separate him from the wider royal institution. Each step taken by the monarchy aimed to create distance between him and the crown, yet none fully succeeded. His deep family connection ensured that, no matter what actions were taken, he remained closely linked to the royal family in both symbolism and reality. In 2019, he stepped back from royal duties as public pressure increased. The decision marked a major turning point, signaling that his role within royal life had changed dramatically. The following year, further action was taken when he was stripped of his honorary titles, removing many of the formal privileges that once defined his position. More recently, during the present month referenced in these events, he was removed from his 30-room Grace and Favour residence located near London, another clear attempt to reduce his visible association with royal authority. Despite these measures, complete separation proved impossible. As the son of a queen and the brother of a reigning monarch, his connection to the British crown remains permanent. Even now, he continues to stand eighth in the line of succession to the throne, a fact that highlights how closely personal family ties and constitutional structures remain intertwined. Observers and royal analysts had already described the numerous allegations connected to him as one of the most serious scandals faced by the modern monarchy. Some commentators warned that the consequences could reach beyond a single individual. There were growing concerns that if his situation worsened significantly, the reputation and stability of the entire monarchy could also suffer. At the center of this moment stands King Charles III, who has attempted to establish a clear boundary between himself and his younger brother. Following a police visit to Sandringham Estate, the king released a carefully worded statement. Notably, the statement avoided any mention of family relationships. Instead of using royal titles or personal references, the monarch referred to his brother only by his formal name, a decision that many commentators viewed as deliberate and striking. Royal commentator Afua Hagen described this wording as unusually direct, emphasizing how strongly the palace wished to present distance between the king and the unfolding situation. The language reflected an effort to show that legal matters involving one family member were separate from the institution of the monarchy itself. While police questioned Mountbatten Windsor on a Thursday connected to the investigation, the royal household continued its public schedule without interruption. On the same day, the king met foreign dignitaries at St. James's Palace in London and attended the opening show of London Fashion Week. Nearby, Queen Camilla appeared at an orchestral concert. Publicly, royal duties carried on as planned, presenting an image of stability despite the serious developments occurring behind the scenes. To outside observers, this continuation of normal engagements appeared carefully managed. The royal family maintained its traditional approach of fulfilling ceremonial responsibilities, regardless of personal controversy. Some analysts questioned whether this method helps the monarchy recover from crises or simply allows it to endure them temporarily. Still, it represented the strategy being followed at that moment: maintain routine and demonstrate continuity. The arrest itself formed part of a police investigation into alleged misconduct in public office. At the time described, Mountbatten Windsor had not been formally charged with any criminal offense. Under United Kingdom law, an arrest requires police to possess reasonable suspicion that a crime may have been committed. This legal threshold allows investigators to question individuals while gathering further evidence. For several years, he had faced allegations connected to his association with convicted child sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Mountbatten Windsor consistently denied wrongdoing related to those claims. The investigation leading to his arrest emerged from newly released documents, often referred to as the Epstein files. Millions of pages were made public earlier in the same month, renewing scrutiny and prompting further examination by authorities. According to claims arising from these documents, questions were raised about whether Mountbatten Windsor, during his time serving as the United Kingdom's Trade Commissioner between 2001 and 2011, might have shared sensitive government information with Epstein. These allegations became a central focus of investigators and greatly increased public attention on the case. Commentators described the situation as highly significant, emphasizing the scale of the moment for both the monarchy and the justice system. The seriousness did not stem only from the allegations themselves, but also from the unprecedented nature of events involving a senior royal figure. Although members of the royal family have experienced controversy before, arrests are extraordinarily rare. Princess Anne, the king's sister, had previously received several speeding fines during her life, yet those incidents were minor legal matters. Mountbatten Windsor's arrest marked the first time in nearly 4 centuries that a member of the British royal family had been arrested. The last comparable moment occurred in 1649 during the reign of Charles I, who faced trial and execution for treason. That historical comparison highlights the extraordinary nature of the present events. While the contexts differ greatly, both moments demonstrate periods when royal authority encountered the full force of legal accountability. The monarchy has long endured embarrassment, scandal, and personal tragedy, yet many analysts believe these developments represent a unique challenge. Some suggest that the current crisis could raise fundamental questions about the future relevance of the monarchy itself. Biographer Andrew Lowney expressed the belief that the king fully understood the seriousness of the situation. In his view, the palace appeared willing to allow law enforcement authorities to proceed without interference. This perception suggested a conscious effort to demonstrate transparency and respect for the rule of law. In the United Kingdom, misconduct in public office carries severe legal consequences. Individuals convicted of such offenses can face penalties as serious as life imprisonment. The contrast between modern legal accountability and earlier royal beliefs about authority is striking. During the 17th century, King Charles I believed himself answerable only to divine authority and repeatedly challenged the legitimacy of the court that tried him. Over the centuries, constitutional principles have evolved dramatically, placing even royal figures within the reach of the law. Lowney argued that investigators would likely pursue the case impartially, without granting special treatment. Public expectations play an important role in this process, as many citizens believe authorities must demonstrate fairness and independence when dealing with powerful individuals. Failure to do so could provoke widespread public anger. In his official statement, King Charles III pledged his complete cooperation and support for investigators. Although the king himself has not faced accusations of wrongdoing, public discussion quickly expanded to include questions about what he may have known regarding his brother's behavior over the years. Such scrutiny reflects changing attitudes toward transparency and accountability within modern society. Historically, monarchs often relied on the concept of divine right, which suggested that royal authority came directly from a higher power. That belief no longer shapes modern constitutional monarchy. Critics now argue that a lingering sense of immunity has remained within royal institutions for too long, creating expectations that differ from those applied to ordinary citizens. During her 70-year reign, Queen Elizabeth II followed the well-known guiding principle of maintaining silence in the face of controversy. The approach emphasized restraint and dignity, encouraging the royal family to avoid public explanations and personal responses. For decades, this method helped preserve stability and prevented many controversies from escalating publicly. However, public attitudes have changed. Increasingly, citizens expect openness and clear answers from public figures, including members of the monarchy. Many observers believe that silence alone no longer satisfies a population seeking accountability and transparency. The expectation that royal figures remain untouchable has weakened significantly in recent years. Afua Hagen noted that the royal family has survived numerous scandals throughout history, demonstrating resilience and adaptability. Yet she also warned that this moment could represent a tipping point. If public trust declines to the extent that people begin questioning whether the monarchy still serves a meaningful purpose, the institution could face serious long-term challenges. A symbolic detail added further attention to the situation. Mountbatten Windsor was arrested on his 66th birthday. The contrast between the privilege of his birth and the circumstances surrounding his arrest captured public imagination. Born into immense wealth, status, and opportunity, he had lived a life far removed from ordinary experience. Now, his personal situation had become a test not only of his own future, but also of the monarchy's ability to withstand modern scrutiny. What do you think about Andrew's arrest? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Before you go, be sure to click on the video shown on your screen.